Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Elden Ring All Bosses. No summons. If you're enjoying the series, leaving likes, comments, subscribing with the bell turned on, all helps out. Thank you to those who do that. Into last episode, epic episode, we killed Godric the Grafted, the first shard bearer. I will not spoil anything, but Godric the Grafted is a very easy one, but like I said, in the lore he's kind of seen as like a joke. I don't know if it's intentional that he's easy, but he's easy. Even though he killed me a whole bunch of times, but that was because I just killed him second try in the first playthrough, so I just didn't get to really learn him. Also, I don't think I mentioned this. You can rest at the table of Lost Grace as a site of grace. By the way, a lot of people don't realize that. Just as a heads up, doesn't really serve that much of a purpose, but hey. So, the All-Knowing, I think his name is Sir Onfred the All-Knowing, over there to the left, said that once we were able to grab ourselves a Great Rune, we would be able to access the inner chamber of the Round Table Hold and converse with the two fingers. Well, guess what? We could do that now, and they're literally two fingers. It's disgusting. There's a bunch of really weird Bloodborne-esque lore going on. So these are just massive fingers, yeah, that are hairy and gross. And let's talk to, I don't think we can do anything with the fingers themselves. Oh, touch the two, oh, rapture. I don't know if I got that. I probably did. I keep saying that, and I probably did get this in my Twitch playthrough, but interesting. You get a gesture from that. Hello.
Are you that new tarnished? You've done well. I am Enya, the Finger Reader. I interpret the words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order, anchor of all lands, giver of grace, wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave tarnished, your Great Rune is a handsome shard of the Elden Ring. Seek another of its kind to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
Let the words of the fingers guide you.
Yeah, so the lore in this game is pretty cool, and playing through this game for the second time, it's a lot easier for me to understand. And I don't want to really spoil anything, but I don't think it's much of a spoiler to go over what you just said. Basically, there is the greater will, a power that we do not see, and I don't think anybody sees, except for these two fingers, which converse with the greater will. So everybody here in the lands between kind of worship the two fingers, but in reality, they're worshiping the greater will, which nobody can, you know, interact with other than these creepy ass fingers. So under that is all the people that rule the land, which was, as far as I remember, and sorry if I get some of this wrong, Godwyn, who at the start of the game was murdered in the Night of Black Knives or whatever. The Black Knives are a group of assassins. I don't know what their goal was to murder him, but they murdered him. And then all of the like stepchildren and children of him, Godwyn, and Marika, from what I understand, inherited the pieces of the shattered Elden Ring. So that was the shattering. The Elden Ring shattered, and then they all got shards of the Elden Ring, which still had power. So we just killed Godric the Grafted, who was the son, from what I understand, of Godwyn. And so he had a shard, so now we can utilize that shard to, you know, power ourselves up. So there's some really cool stuff going on, and that ties in with the Golden Order, and also the Death people, the people who live in death, and how they don't want that, and yada, yada, yada.
Well, chance of gold has found its way into your possession. Demigods and even the creator of the champions are hewn by the Earth Tree upon their end into remembrances. They are valuable indeed. These remembrances yet house the power of their former masters. And should you wish to wield that same power, well, I will lend you the strength of the fingers. Oh, do not recoil from my offer. The fingers guide us all. And you, Tarnished, you are here to take, are you not?
So one thing that I don't like is that in the past, Soulsborne games have been very, very poignant with their dialogue. They kind of say their piece, NPCs, and then they move on. And in this game, there's a hell of a lot more NPCs and a hell of a lot more dialogue. And that's the thing that I really like about the Soulsborne games, that you just get in there and you play them. There's not so many cutscenes, and, you know, everything is used in a very sparing manner, which I like. So yeah, this lady, for instance, just goes on and on and on and on. Now, it's all well written, and it does, you know, increase the immersion and the lore of everything, and I understand that. But I just, like, kind of miss how you meet some NPC in Dark Souls 1, and you just go, "Oh, you, take this thing over there." And that's it, you know? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. About Great Runes.
Great runes are the stuff of demigods, the children of the goddess, Queen Marika, she who is vessel of the Elden Ring. Tainted by the strength of their runes, her children warred, but none could become Elden Lord.
Oh, interesting.
And so grace was extended to your kind, the Tarnished.
Oh.
Listen, the fingers speak.
The greater will has long renounced the demigods. Tarnished, show no mercy. Have their heads. Take all they have left.
Indeed. But remember one thing. The demigods are each and all the direct offspring of Queen Marika. Godric the Grafted was but a distant relation, the runt of the litter. His divine blood sorely diluted.
Interesting. So yeah, so the two fingers in the Greater Will don't like the demigods and have they're like, crap, we need to use somebody else because these guys are not right. So then they want the Tarnished to do all that. And for some reason they want the Elden Ring to be restored, but we don't know why. Even with the end of the game, I'm not exactly sure. You know, typical Souls lore is crazy, but interesting. And that makes sense why everybody's kind of warring together and why a lot of the world is ravaged, because all the demigods wanted to get the full power.
The children tainted by ancestors. The great harness. Indeed. The demigod runt.
Okay, so what she does is she lets you take a remembrance of real bosses and then turn that into a boss weapon. So we have here Axe of Godric and Grafted Dragon, so you can choose, but there is a way to get multiple. But this one would cost me all of my runes. This one is free. Axe of Godric, Great Axe Standard, and then the power is I command thee kneel, which is what? Repeatedly smash the Axe of Godric into the ground, unleashing 2 earth-shattering shockwaves. Follow up with an additional input to produce a 3rd shockwave. Interesting. This one is Bear Witness. Grant the small dragon a fleeting glimpse of life and thrust it skyward, spewing flames over a wide frontward area. Oh, that's his little aerial thing. Okay, so what is this? A strength weapon and a faith weapon. This one is a strength weapon. We'll leave that for now. There is a reason. Yeah, there is a reason to use them as soon as you get them, but oh, I think I've shown that, right? The Walking Mausoleum. You can use the Walking Mausoleums to regenerate the lost. You can use the Walking Mausoleum to copy remembrances, so you can get like all the boss weapons. Let's talk to her again.
I'm pleased. Would you like?
Okay, we'll let her hold her. We'll let her hold us. because, like I said, she does have like a quest line. I'm not sure exactly how many times she needs to hold us, but she'll give us that Baldekin's Blessing, which again removes 10% of your HP. We already don't have much HP. Baldekin's Blessing, yeah, sorry. That's why our HP shows up in the top left, because now it's been reduced by 10%, and you have to use, I think, that Baldekin's Blessing in order to remove it. Very weird. So we'll have to remember to pop that at some point. Thank you, milady. We're just going to do a round robin of the round table hold because so much stuff will have changed now that we've defeated a shard bearer. Or maybe not. I don't really.
Look at you.
Yeah, that's new dialogue.
Those eyes tell a story of a challenger who's felled his mark. Find them well. Now lay out your arms.
Why do you always want to see my arms, dude? Okay, nothing to do here just yet, but thank you. Nothing to go down there. Actually, there's one thing down here that I think will spawn right over here on the wall, but it hasn't happened yet, so I don't think there's anything to check here. We'll run through everybody quickly, don't worry. I know we're already, like, taking forever on this. I always never know what to do for this type of episode, because it's like, I do want to hear all the stuff.
Be sure to tell me she's a servant. She's been my companion. I've lost count of them, honestly.
Right. I do want to do all the stuff, but at the same time, you know, I don't want this to take up that much time. Oh, yeah. Has this guy been here before?
Pleased to meet you. The name's Roger, a sorcerer by trade. But now I'm in this sorry state. I had a little mishap, and now I can't move. As you might guess, it's far from ideal.
Oh, I just noticed for the first time that he's got, yeah, like a tarp over his lower section, and there's flies buzzing. That's not good.
Ah, I know. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? Time can move rather slowly, stuck here, you know. A little conversation goes a long way.
Agreed. Also, what the heck? Look at all the stuff we can tell him about. Yeah, it looks like he's got spider legs or something. I don't know what happened. I feel like I failed this guy's questline. I've defeated Goldrick.
Ah, you defeated Godric and claimed yourself a Great Rune. Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it.
Roger. What? Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, you get a +8 weapon, which is really, really big, unless that has some, like, major negative, which I would not be surprised about.
As you might have guessed, I still no need to be polite.
Okay. About the corpse under Stormveil. Oh, this is new. I think I didn't talk to him about this the first time I met him.
The misshapen corpse under Stormveil. That is a sacred relic of the Black Knives plot, as that famed night of assassination is known. It happened during the golden age of the Erd Tree, long before the shattering of the Elden Ring. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade, and on a bitter night, murdered Godwyn the Golden. That was the first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see. I've spent many an hour scouring the archives for knowledge of that fateful plot. The world has grown crooked, and if you intend to put it to rights, you'd better understand what happened to make it this way. And that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. I urge the utmost caution. Don't disturb the corpse more than necessary.
Interesting. Okay. That clears a few things up. About D, who's the guy in the other room.
Ah, D isn't old. We found ourselves but our paths of sin, though that's hardly enough.
Yeah, so they're friends.
D was telling that he discovered that the centipede is as long as whoever finds, and then we may be able to form. If only I could speak to them, and if they were like you.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I have an idea of where this guy might come into play. Okay, so he's got some sorts. Oh, yes, this thing. Oh, but it's an Ash of War, so yeah, it's not a spell. So he sells sorcery Ashes of War, so like sorcery-themed weapon arts, basically. Carrying greatsword, spinning weapon, glintstone pebble. Usable on swords. The heck? Okay, we'll buy this one, spinning weapon, and then I guess that's it, because we don't have much more money.
The battle art you've learned is they were conceived at the Great Academy. In the past, they obeyed, fascinated, that the Golden Order was pliable enough to absorb practices that contradicted. With the Order broken, twisted, such adaptability is more...
Okay. Thank you very much for all the info. Yeah, that was a lot of info that I hadn't heard of before. We got D.
Hello, thank you. So what can I do?
Okay, about Roger.
You acquainted with, you know, he was a familiar. Don't let his easy head no more. You see him now. like he's half dead. Take well, that's how you end up. When grace is sullied,
Yeah, so Rogier has something to do with, like, those who live in death, and I guess that's what the little tentacle things are coming out of him, which I didn't realize.
Ah, well then.
Okay, we got this guy who's got nothing new. Yes, and also you, my friend. Now this other guy's going to start telling us about a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, we got her as well. I think it's very important to talk to her here. I think I missed this in my Twitch playthrough.
You again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the round table. Nefeli Lu. We met at Stormvale. I'm glad to see you here. I have something for you. I found it in Godric's grafting grounds. You were the one to defeat him, I would hazard. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make a habit of scavenging corpses.
Okay, so I ended up missing this, and that was a really bad thing to miss, because this thing increases your equip weight, which makes it, you know, allow you to wear heavier stuff. So yeah, you have to talk to her first, then defeat Godric, and I missed that on Twitch, so that's an important thing to note.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study. The room enters guard. If you haven't already, father is I'm sure talking.
Okay.
It's about time I headed. I'll see you again, War.
Yeah, she's got a whole
It's
quest
about time. I'll see you again.
that we will, you know, do at some point. We've got her, which we have no money to buy stuff yet. Yeah, so that makes sense. Yeah, a lot of the stuff is coming together. So this guy is her adoptive father, because her name is the name of somebody else in the opening cutscene that is not this man here.
You've received the wisdom just as promised. I am known as Gideon Ofnir, as a Tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord. I am accumulating knowledge. You now belong to a select group of fellows. You'll be after more great... Then as your fellow, the inheritors of the... We of the Round Table know the Godric the Grafter, General Radahn, who fought Greater Rykard, Morgoth, the Grace, and Renala. You'll still be after Morgoth.
Okay, we just gotta kind of speed this up because we're already like so far into the recording, and my god, there's so much dialogue in this game compared to the other ones, in a good way. So I'll run through this and I will summarize everything. So about Godric.
So, despite being the blood of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, he's a grotesque... His castle lies upon what I suspect you...
Okay, he's the son of Godfrey? I'm so... There's Godfrey, Godwyn, and then Godric, if not more. And George R. R. Martin is known for, you know, keeping, I think he just was quoted on this, keeping a lot of the familial members having similar names. He also does that in A Song of Ice and Fire, which I actually like. We've got Radahn.
General Radahn, he fought Malenia, and now Caelid has been, I've heard, survivors of... And if it's true, though, I doubt it.
Yeah, so Radahn is over to the east, and he fought another shard bearer to a standstill, and the east has been destroyed by Scarlet Rot, which is basically this game's version of Toxic. Rykard?
Greater Rykard, he is a ruthless justice. The volcano, it was the stage of the... Rykard has committed the graves.
Yeah, Rykard has committed blasphemy against the rest of the Golden Order and the rest of the demigods, and he's got a whole crazy thing, which I don't want to spoil. We got Morgoth.
Morgoth, the grace given is... It lies at the foot of the earth, but the two fingers forbid. Until we've acquired enough, set your sights elsewhere for the time being.
Okay, he doesn't say much about Morgoth, which is quite interesting because there's a crazy thing with that guy specifically. But yeah, the two fingers are barring us from going to where he is at the moment. We got Renala.
The Academy of Rhea Lucaria. Renala is queen of the... But Renala herself, her beloved Radagon, left her to become Queen Marika's second. The Great Rune dwelt...
Oh, so interesting. Yeah, so Renala herself is not a demigod. Radagon, who was her former husband, was... but yeah, that's a whole nother thing too. Again, all of this will become clear as we get to these. I just don't want to spoil the entire game. And then now Nefeli, who is his adoptive daughter.
I understand you've been speaking to Nefeli. She's my daughter. I took her in when she low a mere axe-wielding barbarian. Hey, you, so I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ, despite her looks.
Okay, so he's saying that we can, yeah, hire her or summon her in order to, you know, help and use her in fights and stuff. Okay, that was a whole lot of talking, man. This is what I mean about this game having just so much more. But it's good. I mean, it is interesting, and I enjoy it. It's just there's quite a lot. Now, every time... Oh, wow, that's revealed over... What the heck? Did we grab a map stone here? So anyways, every time you grab a Great Rune, you want to go and activate it. And to do that, you have to go to the Divine Towers that pepper the lands forgotten, the lands between, whatever it's called. So, basically, you can find those. They look like this. They always look like that, and there's like one for each of the Great Runes. So we need to go here. That is our starting spot to get over there. What is this? Rampart Tower, Lift Side Chamber. I think we want to run... Who is this? Gatekeeper Ghost Stock. Yeah, this is really interesting playing the game again with having actual NPC markers, because the first time I played through it on Twitch, there were none. So it's kind of a little bit different. Okay, we also need to make sure we don't die a lot, because I do want to get enough runes. Oh, that damage is not good. Oh, yeah, we never opened that. Crap. Hi-ya! Ooh, good damage though. Okay, so let's do the really cool... Haha. Let's do the really cool anime attack here when we can. Oh, this guy's very disruptive though. Okay, alright, we're gonna do the anime attack right now. Whoop! Bam! Yeah, you see how ridiculous that is? This weapon is so freaking good. I could drag a giant over here, so you're supposed to drag the giant to this thing and have him break it, but I don't think it's honestly that important. Okay. I don't think it's honestly that important, because it's usually just like some smithing materials, which once you get to certain parts of the game, you'll be able to find in much more capacity anyways. All right, jumping attacks is a one-hit kill, because we have the jumping attack talisman. We're going to heal here, because I do need to keep all of my runes for sure. Yeah, so we have that jumping attack talisman, so we just deal a ton of damage. Are you a bad guy? I was going to hit that guy, but I was like, wait, is that the gatekeeper dude? I don't think he can appear in multiple places, though. All right, give this guy the anime attack. Hi-ya! Nothing personal, kid. Oh, wow, you die in one hit. Didn't even need to follow that up. Okay. Oh, crap, the ballistas. Yeah, I forgot about this. All right, so there's ballistas all over here, and they're going to make this very difficult, so I'm just going to be jumping all over the damn place because I do not want to get hit. Crap, let's do this. Yeah, what? Oh, okay. Don't panic roll. Don't panic roll. Stop. Okay. Where is the entrance? Oh, it's right over there. All right. I've got to run for it because I cannot see crap since it's so dark out here. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get to that Great Rune. I have no interest, although it's tempting. That thing is here? Oh, God. Okay. I'm willing to fight it, but not out there where there's 100 other enemies. Okay, that thing is scary as hell. Let's use Scholar's Armament. Let's use the Flask of Wondrous Physic. Let's drink a Flask of Cerulean Tears. Oh, God. And he's like, yo, yeah, I'm still here. Let's dual wield this. All right, let's do this. Hi-ya! Yeah, these things are scary as hell. Dealing good damage against them, though. Okay, let's give him the anime attack. Crap. Nothing personal, kid. Oh, I have no stamina to follow it up. All right, relax. I don't know how that missed. Yeah, I could just avoid this, but, okay, I think we use some pebbles here. Especially with this jerk. Yeah, this is why I don't want to fight this thing, because he's going to have 100 little ads behind him. So we can do that. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm not that confident in fighting this thing right now, so I think I'm going to load him up with some sorceries. This thing is so insane, it just jumps all over. Crap, I have no more. Okay, let's do it. Let's just do it. Don't think about it, just do it. We're gonna heal. Yeah. I'm trying to... Oh, that was the bleed activating, I think. Ugh. Trying to stagger it. Yeah, this is one of those never stops type of Elden Ring enemies. Whew. There we go. Jeez, that's so scary. Somber Smithing Stone, Beast Blood, Old Fang. Some decent stuff from that. Yeah, there's just situations where I'm like, I am not confident in this right now, but yet I want to keep the playthrough going, especially when you spend 17 minutes on dialogue. And that's one of those. All right, cool. Now, let's go over here and activate the Site of Grace. We have 5k runes. You really do not get much runes outside of bosses early on. It's kind of weird. Like, I really just need that one. Oh, yeah, we need to pop this thing, too, so that this is over with. Although it's not letting me for some reason. I'm not sure why. Oh, because we have no FP. That's why. Okay, make sure, again, to check if you can talk to Melina. And then we'll pop this Baldekin's Blessing so that our HP debuff goes away. And yeah, so yeah, you're looking for these lost divine, or you're looking for these divine towers. There are a lot of them in the game. Bolt Drake Talisman is going to give us reduced damage for... Oh, I think I can summon the horse here. Can you not? That's going to give us reduced damage for lightning. There's a lot of those different types of talismans that will give you different resistances. And yeah, I remember this. So sometimes, not always, sometimes the divine towers will have challenges. This is one of those times. Okay, so again, go for the glowy bits. That's how you take these giants out. This is a very scary thing right here. Yeah, there we go. Nice. All right. A lot of the time, it's not even worth it to go for the stagger, like the stagger point. It's better. Oh boy. All right, relax. I'm going to use the Flask of Wondrous Physic here as well, which I've gotten weird spots compared to my Twitch playthrough. That was very nice. We avoided that one attack. Okay, let's do a jumping attack here. Oh my god. Okay. That dude killed his friend. Nice one. Jeez Louise. Just time the rolls. Ew, I didn't know he followed that up. Let's go for this. How the heck do you miss that twice? Not good. Okay, runs around. I think he sends some rocks flying our way too. Okay, you might have heard something behind me. That's why I'm worried about this. I think it's like 4 hits to knock him down. No, it's more than that. Okay, we're fine. Ugh! Okay, heal up. God, you see what I mean? It's like no matter how long you wait, they know to just wait like an extra little bit. It's so annoying. God, yeah, I'm getting hit by something to my left. It's basically a giant that's firing arrows, if you can't tell. All right. You need a stagger, buddy. I know you're close. There it is. All right, let's give him a charged R2. How did that miss? It didn't miss, that's why. Okay, and he is dead. Good. Oh my gosh. All right, now. So that makes this become a lot easier now. Let's go to Scholar's Armament and not dual wield and get ready to dodge. Okay, we're gonna use this. We're gonna go back to dual wielding, and we just gotta not mess up here, and then we're golden. Just like the Golden Order. Fire right into that pillar, you fool. You fool! Oh, I approach. Your days are numbered, you towering fiend. Hi-ya! And hi-ya! And also hi-ya! And another, don't forget, hi-ya! Okay, this guy takes way more damage. Because he's a little loser that has to use ranged attacks. Huh! I would never. Okay, so yeah, some of the Divine Towers that block the, that lets you power up the runes, like I said, are are challenging. They have certain challenges. Other ones are free. Just usually depends on... Can I go down? There's an item down there. Can I get back up? Looks like maybe I can. Screw it. I guess we could just run back if that's the case. Yeah, some of them are free depending on if, like, the boss that you had to kill to get that shard is, like, incredibly difficult. A lot of the times it's like, all right, hey, you did it. Here you go. You know, you can just have the rune for free. You can power up the rune for free. You already did the challenging part. Okay, I think I missed that in my Twitch playthrough, that Ash Scarab. I don't know what the Scarab items are. We can take a look in a second. I found a Scarab helmet one time that apparently had a debuff, but I think it is like the Mimic helmet in the other Souls games, where basically you wear the... How the heck do you get back up here? You wear the Mimic helmet, which increases the amount of souls you get, but at the same time it, like, reduces your maximum HP, or slowly drains you of HP or something. Okay, so let's use this teleporter. Take me to the Divine Tower of Limgrave, if you so wish. This is definitely a priority, by the way, because what you get from completing this Divine Tower is very, 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 very helpful. It's very akin to the Embers in Dark Souls 3, which would give you maximum HP, which wasn't really, I mean, helpful, but, like, not necessary. And also the human effigies in Dark Souls 2, and also the humanities in Dark Souls 1. But this is by far the most powerful So every time you get a shard, you come to these towers, you restore the shard, and then you use the rune arc item as if it were an ember, like in Dark Souls 3, and then that activates the rune. I don't think the rune does anything else, or maybe it does. But if it does do anything else, it's extremely minor. I feel like it doesn't, actually. You have to literally pop a rune arc in order to get its use, which is very, very helpful when it comes to things like bosses. Here, we're going to reactivate that elevator. We're going to activate this Site O' Grace. And we'll come back to that Site O' Grace in just a second, so we will not sit at it. It's very bizarre. You need to, like, use the Sites of Grace to actually equip these Great Runes. But yeah, you come to the top, and then you've got these dead 2 fingers, which is very weird. Remember, the 2 fingers converse with the Greater Will, so there's something with them in these runes. You bring the correct rune, restore the power of the Great Rune. And now we have a Great Rune restored, Godric's Great Rune. And again, I don't like how they gave you clear and far away the best one right out of the gate. Like, all the other ones compared to this one are a joke. It's kind of sad. But if we rest at the Site of Grace and then go to Great Runes, now we can equip this Great Rune here, Godric's Great Rune, which raises all attributes. It's ridiculous. So now when we pop a rune arc, yeah, all of our attributes are raised, and I think it's by like 10. We can check when we want to do that, but for now. Okay, so we kind of have a choice. We can either go north here, or we can go east here. Definitely, I would say to any new players, go north. Going east, you might have heard the word Caelid before. That's Caelid, and it's god-awful. We did Caelid after this northern part, and I think that was definitely the right decision. Ooh, do I have enough? We're so close to being able to finally wield a different weapon. Oh, my God. Which we'll do in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching this one, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this episode, leaving comments, leaving likes, subscribe with the bell turned on. All helps out the channel. Thank you to my patrons whose names you're about to see in just a second. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.